Okay, Euclio, our old friend, and his pot of gold. You see these old types of Latin where they had a lot of U's instead of O's, or after V's they'd use O's as well. So, Pythia's continuing to speak. Unless I shall do this one thing, in that in the well, in the putio, they cook the dinner. So he's thinking if he puts the cooks in the well to cook their dinner, Inde, there's a bit of an abbreviation for the last E there, but then, Sursum means upwards, we can subducamus, sub means from under, so we'll lift up from under all the cockdam, all the cooked food in cabuluses, which are, I think they're wicker baskets or something. Or if, however, comeditant, which means they eat it, from edo, with a bit of a prefix on it, deorsum, in contrast to sursum. So sursum means upwards, deorsum means downwards. So if, however, they eat all of this down there in the well, si quid, if there's something which cooks are in, which they cook, if they eat it in the well, then the superior people, the people who are up above, will be incarnatide. It means they'll be unfed. And inferi, the people who are below, will be carnatide. They will have eaten. But why am I making the words such as this? As if partitive, genitive, and a subjunctive. So see, it's the subjunctive for, it's like et est basically, it's all sit, it's got the extra e in there. So as if there's nothing of a business, nothing of a problems going on. So you say, why am I talking to myself in such way as if there's no problems going on? Will be when there are such people, and it looks like another partitive here, so rapacious people. There are such a type of people who are very rapacious in Oedipus. So this is probably him thinking aloud here. So get them to cook in the well. I can lift up the food. If they eat something while they're down there, then the people above won't get to eat. Why am I talking in such a way? There's no such problems when there are such, like I said, rapacious, very people who are snatch things away, you might want to say, in the house. So, there's at Act 2, Part 8. We have our Euclio speaking. Volui, I wanted to confirm today, at last, tandem meum animum. You can say that's my mind or his courage, it's a bit of a spirit, the animum. So that haberam me, so that I'll be having myself well today, I'll be considering myself well, or acting myself well, having a happy day, at the nuptius filiae. We see the ancient genitive singular again of AI instead of AE, of his daughter, the marriage of his daughter. Venio, I go to the Marcellum, I go to the market. Rogato, usually means a future or something, but I ask for fishes. They indicate they are karos, they are deer. The pisces, plural, are karos, deer. Agniam, some sort of lamb. It's karam, it's deer. Bubulum, that's the meat of oxen or cattle, that's karam. It's in the female here, like the lambs in the female sense. Vitulam, that's like young calves or whatever they call them. Ketum, some sort of sea monster or something else. It's not a fish. Fish is pisces. Ketum, something else that lives in the water. Porcanam, that's pork. Omnia car, all these things are deer. Atqui eo furon cariora. Cariora is a comparative. And they were dearer, eo, by the way of the fact that non-erat, there was not any A's, there was not any bronze coins, or these would be lower coins, or it could just mean money, pecunia in general. And so Iratus, he's talking about himself in the nominative, he was irate, abio, going away from Iluk, going away from there at the Marcellum, at the markets, since there was nihil est, since there was nothing for me in which imam, which I could buy. And adai menum, I don't really know what the menum bit's about, but it looks like he's had his hand over all of these talis impuris omnibus, so all these impure people, these sellers at the meat market, he's got his hand over them for some reason. I might look it up what translations say anyway. Then ego met. Then I, mecum, with myself, into VS along the road. I began. Here we go. So takes the infinitive. So then I, with myself, I began to cogitare, to think myself into VS, going along the road. Okay, so with this Manon bit, I looked up. It's like 100-year-old translation. It says, "And thus did I balk all those rascals." And another one said, "I've got it over them." So it's some use of the word menom, showing that you're better off or something, or you're playing a trick on all these impure people. Anyway, on a festive day, it's a holiday. If prodigaris, if I was going forward doing something on a festive day, profesto. Profesto would be a weekday, so festo is a festive holiday, profesto is a normal day. Then liceat, it should be one may, you might want to say, egere, one might be in in need or something. So if he's very spending a lot on a festive day, then on a normal day it looks like he'll be doing without, unless he's very sparing, pepicurious. Okay, so postquam. After I've produced this rationale, this accounting method, or this way of thinking of saving a bit of money here, so he doesn't go without on a normal day. He's given this to some datives. He's given this accounting method to his ventri, which is his stomach and his cauda and his heart. Then his animus. Again, we saw it earlier as courage, but here it probably means mind. His mind acceded to it. Went over to meum sentium. So of course he's in the first person. So he's presented his stomach and his heart with being very sparing, and his mind's come over to this way of thinking, into his opinion or his sententia, that he should give these nuptials for his daughter, quam minime sumptu, at the most minimal cost. Sumptuous amount is a lot, so sumptu is the expense. Minimo means a small amount. Nunc tusculum emi. So emi means I bought. Tusculum is diminutive for tus, some sort of incense or something like that. And coronus floreus, so some flourishing flowers of things that you wreathe together, usually for heads or something, a coronas, or in a circle. So he brought a bit of stuff to burn, incense, and some pretty flowers. And these, hake, will be placed in the fireplace, in the foco, for our deity, for our la, the household god. So that faciat, he can make it fortunate. He can make fortune smile or something on the nuptials, the marriage of his ganata, silent G probably, for his daughter, and that'd be dative again. Okay, so here's Tusculum is the noun for today. It comes from Tusculum, a town in Italy, but it's little frankincense in Plautus. I'll give a bit of a clue also. If you go to YouTube and you check on the playlists, you'll see I'll have mine separated out into Plautus and Cicero, etc., and Livy. And you can do this with all these other sites and get their lists rather than just going to videos, which shows the latest ones. Back to the plot. Okay, so what is this conspicua that I see? Our house is apertus. It's open. The doors are open. Could even be the windows are open, but his house is wide open. And intus, inside, is a strepitus est. There's a din, a noise coming. Numnam. It's like wondering whether something's happening. Whether I, a miser, a wretch, if I am compillored, if someone is pilfering from me or stealing from me. Congrio, he's one of the cooks. He's speaking aloud. A maiorem orlam. A bigger pot. Seapot, if it's able. From next door, pete, seek it, imperative. For this one is parva. This pot is small. It's not able to caperate. It's not able big enough to take in whatever he's cooking. Euclio yells out, Io mei, woe to me. By Hercules, I'm dead, I'm perishing. The aurum rapitur, his aurum, his gold is being raptured. It's being raptured. No, so it's being stole. They're searching for an aula. They're seeking for a pot. So Euclid's got his gold in a pot, and the cooks are talking about getting a pot for cooking. So I guess he's freaking out. Nimminum, obviously, Aikido, I'm being killed unless I, intro, go inside, propero, I hasten. So he's got propero. This one's a verb and this one's a adverb. Unless I hasten fastly to run inside. Now he's calling on Apollo, looks vocative. Apollo, quasi, I beg you, subveni me, takes the dative, help me, and adjuva, and help. Config, another imperative, fix or fire with your arrows, your sagittas, these treasure thieves, fures, thensorios. Si cui. So if to you, antid hac, in before times, you have subvenisted help. What's that say? In re tali. Oh, sorry. If you've been, people have been such things before. If in before times you've helped people, so it's calling on Apollo, help put your arrows through these treasure thieves. If in some time before you've done this before, but cesse. But I'm ceasing prior to me dying. Curare running at process. So absolutely. So I'm absolutely dying. Because I've ceased to run before I should. Next act. Anthrax. Dromo, vocative. Disquama, take the scales from the piscus off the fish. And you, macerio, the congrum. Marina, that's a eel or something. Extorsa, take the dorsal fin off this eel as much as you are able to. And let's pick it up at line 400 tomorrow.